When I first met Claire, it felt like stepping into a dream. I was standing in line at a coffee shop, nervously tapping my foot, when I noticed her. She had just walked in, shaking the rain off her umbrella, her damp curls framing her face in a way that took my breath away. She caught me staring, and instead of looking away, she smiled. Rainy days always ruin my hair. I laughed, feeling a blush creep up my neck. Looks perfect to me. From that moment on, we were inseparable. Claire was everything I wasn't. Bright, spontaneous, and endlessly creative. She taught first grade and could find beauty in the simplest things, like the way sunlight danced across the kitchen counter, or the smell of fresh coffee brewing. I was an accountant, meticulous and measured, but she brought color into my orderly world. We built a life together, filled with late-night talks, impromptu road trips, and big dreams for the future. When we got married under a canopy of oak trees, I thought nothing could ever dim the light we shared. But life has a way of testing even the strongest bonds. When our first daughter, Mia, was born, everything changed. The joy was overwhelming, but so was the exhaustion. Claire, who had always been a ball of energy, seemed to shrink under the weight of sleepless nights and endless diaper changes. I threw myself into work, trying to provide for our growing family, but I came home too tired to help the way I should have. When Noah and Lily came along, the cracks in our relationship widened. Claire stayed home to care for the kids, sacrificing her career and passions. I worked long hours, often eating fast food at my desk, and zoning out in front of the TV when I finally made it home. The weight crept on for both of us, physically and emotionally. Claire started wearing baggy clothes and avoided looking in mirrors. She'd brush off compliments with a forced smile, but I could see the pain in her eyes. I wasn't much better. My clothes felt tighter, my energy was non-existent, and I began avoiding photos, ashamed of how I'd let myself go. Our connection felt distant, buried under the chaos of raising kids and the monotony of day-to-day life. We loved each other deeply, but our laughter, once the soundtrack of our lives, had all but disappeared. The turning point came with an invitation, a 10-year college reunion we'd almost forgotten about. Claire was hesitant, holding the envelope with a nervous frown. "Claire, I don't think I can do this." I understood. The thought of seeing old friends, many of whom seemed to have their lives perfectly together on social media, was daunting. But deep down, I knew we needed this, needed something to remind us of who we used to be. At the reunion, we reconnected with old friends and laughed over shared memories. That's when we ran into Julia, one of Claire's close friends from college. She looked incredible, fit, radiant, and confident. "Claire, what's your secret?" Julia smiled knowingly. "Julia, it's called Live Pure. It's a supplement that supports your liver, boosts energy, and helps with weight loss. It's honestly changed my life. Live Pure is linked in the description, so go click on the link to check it out." That night, after the kids were in bed, Claire and I sat together scrolling through information about Live Pure. We learned how it supported liver health, the body's detoxifier, and how years of poor diet and stress could overburden it. Live Pure's natural ingredients, like milk thistle and chlorogenic acid, were designed to reset the liver, helping to boost energy, metabolism, and mental clarity. What did we have to lose? We started taking Live Pure the following week, and the changes were subtle at first. Claire noticed she wasn't crashing in the afternoons like she used to, and I found myself more focused at work. By the second week, we began making small changes, taking family walks after dinner and choosing healthier meals. 3 months later, we barely recognized ourselves, in the best way possible. Claire had lost 20 pounds, and her skin glowed with a confidence I hadn't seen in years. She started painting again, something she hadn't done since before the kids were born. I'd dropped 25 pounds and found myself playing soccer with the kids in the backyard, something I hadn't had the energy for in years. Even at work, I was sharper, tackling tasks with a focus I hadn't felt since my 20s. More than the physical changes, the weight we'd been carrying emotionally began to lift. We started laughing again, talking about our dreams and planning date nights. It felt like we'd been given a second chance, not just with our health, but with each other. One evening, as we sat on the porch watching the sunset, Claire leaned her head against my shoulder. "Claire, thank you." "For what?" "Claire, for not giving up on us." I held her hand tightly. my heart full. We did this together. Live Pure wasn't just a supplement, it was the catalyst that helped us reclaim our lives. It gave us the energy and focus to make better choices, and the confidence to reconnect with the people we used to be. If you're ready to take the first step toward reclaiming your health and happiness, Live Pure could be the change you need. If you're ready to unlock a better you, don't wait to start your own transformation. Click the link in the description below to get your Live Pure today and experience the energy, confidence, and focus you deserve. Make every day count as your journey starts now to peak and thrive. Don't forget to like and subscribe.